Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you my first commentary for the Dawn Network. The gameplay in the background is a 26-1. It takes place within the Community Forge Ricochet playlist. The map itself goes by the name of Hekau. It's actually one of my favourite maps within the playlist. It uses the Forge Impact environment, which is personally one of my favourites. I wish it was exploited more often, because it really invokes a sci-fi setting similar to what you'd see in Destiny or Star Wars. To be specific, it reminds me of Star Wars Battlefront, which is definitely not a bad thing. That was one of my favourite games as a child. But I had a topic that I wish to discuss today, and that is regarding the schedule in which Halo games are being produced. Now, obviously Halo 5 is being given a 2-year release window in order to be able to work on the game, which has its upsides and downsides. The main upside being, of course, that we get to see the game sooner. Obviously, hype for a new Halo game is at fever pitch right now. People are clamoring for any information or speculation they can get their hands on whatsoever. And I think from Microsoft's point of view as well, if they look at their competitors, Call of Duty and Battlefield, they are releasing games far more regularly, and from a financial point of view, it's kind of a little bit damaging to their stability. So they want to be able to get Halo games out as quick as they can, regardless of if the quality suffers. And I think this is a major downfall of this idea of releasing Halo games more regularly, because Halo games are a staple for quality content. It's obviously been one of the biggest selling points above getting a Call of Duty game, is that Halo games have so much more content, so much more value for money. Obviously, the forging options, the custom games, the community, the Spartan Ops, everything is so much stronger within the Halo games as a result of all this. And I feel like this is something that could potentially suffer if they were to start rushing their Halo games. I mean, if you look at one of the biggest complaints regarding Halo 4, it is the lack of content and the lack of quality content. When you look at Spartan Ops, how underdeveloped that was as a game type. When you look at the campaign, how they say there's so many QuickTime events and not much room for exploration. When you look at the multiplayer, and in terms of Infinity Slayer, there really weren't that many maps to choose from at default. I know they've done a tremendous job of improving that content since release with Forge maps and DLC, but a lot of people considered that too little too late, and it didn't really justify the $50 price tag that a lot of people paid for. Then on top of that, you get stuff like the forging options being less robust, the custom games options being less robust. To a lot of people, it felt that Halo 4 were rushed, and I honestly believe that in order to compensate for the fact they were releasing games every 2 years, they put Halo 5 as their main priority, and with Halo 4, they just tried to see if they could meet sales expectations rather than making it a standout Halo game, which is definitely a shame to me. And I think there's a way that they could still, satisfy people's lust for Halo while still also maintaining the quality content that Halo is known for. How I think they could go about accomplishing this is by producing Halo content on an annual basis, but instead of it all being a part of the core Halo franchise, such as 1, 2, and 3, they have games that are spin-offs, such as the ODST sequel, a Halo Wars sequel, a Halo 2 Anniversary. I know people have been salivating for Halo 2 Anniversary, and I think it would work extremely well on the Halo 4 engine. The Halo 4 engine is the best that it's ever been, and the hit detection is, quite frankly, beautiful, and it would just be awesome to be able to play a game like Halo 2 on better connections with better servers, maybe even dedicated on the next-gen Xbox One. Although I think people would be disappointed at first that they were hearing that the Halo games were being delayed and they were going to have to wait longer. I think, the hype for the games when they released would be immense. I think it really helps in terms of marketing, advertising, and hype, because they haven't played a Halo game in so long that they're just ready for any Halo content they can get whatsoever. And B, I think people really enjoy the lore and the overall storyline of the Halo games, that they'd be willing to put up with Halo spin-offs, because, people enjoy any Halo content they can get whatsoever. They really do. I feel like Halo 2 Anniversary would be immensely popular. It would give people an excuse to come back onto Halo 4 if they did it on Halo 4 maps. And also, I just think overall, it would be better for the production of the future Halo games. I think they would be as good as they physically could be. There'd be a lot more content. Although we'd have to be patient and understanding, I think we'd get a better Halo game overall. And also what I'm worried about is that, Halo 5 might not even receive a beta. As a result, they're working on this game, so closely and trying to get it out as quickly as possible. They might not have time to be able to oversee a beta and just get everything where it needs to be. And that's a shame, because it's awesome for them to be able to get community feedback and to make the game as polished as it physically can be and iron out any of the bugs and the just the problems in general. So I don't know, like, I'm really, really hopeful that they do adopt something like this. I'm not sure they will, to be honest, because I think Microsoft are just a company that want as much money as they can get, and I honestly think that's one of the reasons why Bungie left in the first place, because I feel like Bungie just didn't want to have to, you know, constrain their own creativity. I didn't think they wanted to have to rush their products, so they wanted to go work on Destiny, where they had a 3-year window. They got to work on it for next gen, and they're not necessarily concentrating on rushing out these games, just making them the best that they physically can be. But I hope you guys see where I'm coming from with this commentary. I just want Halo to be the best that it physically can be, and if that means I have to wait another year and want to gouge my eyes out and kill everyone around me, I'm willing to do that, because I want Halo to be the best that it physically can be. I hope you guys enjoyed my first Dawn video, and if you want to check out more videos on my own channel, go ahead and click the links on the annotations right now. I've been Modest Major, peace out.